Hello, and welcome to the What's New in Ideate Apps for the November 2019 release. This is Sash Kazminejad with Ideate Software. Thanks for joining me today for this short update video. This video is designed for existing Ideate Apps customers and covers the recent features and benefits found within this November 2019 release. The November 2019 release of Ideate Apps impacts versions for Revit's 2017 through 2020, as shown here. So remember to update your existing versions to access these improvements. This video covers improvements made to the November 2019 update. We are confident that improvements to our November 2019 release of Ideate Apps will continue to help you with your daily Revit workflows. Be sure to upgrade your 2017 through 2020 versions today. Let's have a quick look at some of these improvements. Ideate Apps has improved the way in which you can search within Quick Select, Sheet Manager, Align, and View Creator. In prior versions of Ideate Apps, search criteria was explicit, meaning that for a search hit to happen, you had to be exact, as shown in the upper left corner of your screen. Search criteria in Ideate Apps now behaves much like that of a web browser. Typing in keywords will result in a search that contains those words. However, if you are searching for content that is explicit, you can use quotes to ensure that the results are exactly as you typed in. Many customers have unique numbering requirements, which is why we continue to make great improvements to Ideate Renumber. For the November 2019 release, we have added the ability to handle odd and even numbering schemas, which allow users to skip numbers by defining an increment size. This method works well for numbers and letters, and also works well with rooms, parking spaces, and other Revit categories. Ideate Sheet Manager now has the ability to copy legend views and paste them aligned in the same place across multiple sheets, making short order of what can otherwise be a time-consuming task. More times than none, the same legends such as floor plan legends, ceiling plan legends, lighting plan legends, and notes will exist on multiple sheets. Users must manually place these legends, one by one, on each sheet and then align them afterwards. With the latest improvements to Ideate Sheet Manager, you simply select the legends that you want to copy and then select the views that you want to paste them to. Ideate Sheet Manager will paste the copy legends in the same location, making this task very fast and efficient. Most offices these days have customized project browsers that are organized to meet their project or office requirements. While Revit allows for many different configurations of the project browser, only one configuration can be displayed at a time, which could affect others on the project. Ideate Sheet Manager, on the other hand, allows users to easily toggle their view and sheet browsers without impacting others on the project, making it easier and faster to manage their views and sheets. Have you ever found yourself creating new sheets with the right properties and then dragging and dropping the unplaced views onto each of the sheets and wondered if there is an easier way to do this? Well, now there is. With Ideate Sheet Manager, you can select several views at once and then select the Create Sheets option. Sheet Manager will then prompt you to select an already composed sheet that you would like to mimic. Your selected views will be placed on the individual sheets and aligned to match the mimic views. You also have the option to set the sheet number and sheet name prior to the views being placed onto the new sheets, and you can also copy sheet-based line work, annotations, and legends and schedules to the new sheets. Sometimes you just want an easy way to rename or renumber multiple sheets at the same time. Perhaps you had a spelling error, or you want to add a prefix or suffix to your sheet names to indicate a project phase. With Ideate Sheet Manager, you can select multiple sheets at any given time and use the Find and Replace or prefix and suffix options to rename sheet text. Similar to the Rename Sheets workflow that was previously mentioned, you can now use Ideate Sheet Manager to bulk rename views and the title on sheet parameters by using the Find and Replace or prefix and suffix options. Ideate Sheet Manager has now made the placement of views on sheets less tedious and expeditious. With the latest release of Ideate Apps, users now have the option to define where the view lands on a sheet by defining the left, right, top, and bottom offsets from the edges of title blocks. When views are placed on a sheet, they will either be arrayed within the empty space on the sheet, or they will be placed along the top of the sheet when other views are already present. While View Creator does a great job at bulk creating and naming views, there will be times in which you will want to replace portions of the text or add a prefix or suffix to the list of views that will be created. In prior versions of View Creator, you had to make these changes manually to each view. With the latest enhancements to Ideate View Creator, you now have the option to use the Find and Replace or prefix and suffix options to batch edit the view names generated by View Creator before these views are created. This feature alone will save you a lot of time and allow you to move on to the next task. The November 2019 release of Ideate Apps impacts Revit's 2017 through 2020, as shown here. So remember to update your existing versions to access these improvements. We are confident that you will find a lot of value and productivity enhancements within these improvements. In addition to the updates and enhancements shown in the short video, be sure to check out our in-product and online help files for more detailed how-to information. For additional information on Ideate software, including online training, recorded videos, and upcoming events, visit us online at www.ideatesoftware.com.